Hey guys, it's Jason with the Boardgame Mechanics, and today we're going to look at a game that takes place in New Orleans, where we're all going to play some music, and that game is called Big Easy Busking. Big Easy Busking is a game for 1 to 5 players from Weird Giraffe Games. Plays in about 45 to 60 minutes, which is probably right. I don't know, I'd play however long or how short you want to play. I don't care, but that's what the box is. And what you're doing in this game is you're going to take on the role of 3 musicians, a saxophone, a trumpet player, and a drummer. And you're going to be performing for different crowds on Royal Street. Trick here is, you musicians only have so much energy. I mean, it's exhausting being in a band. I know, I do it sometimes, and I'm okay at it. But it's exhausting. You gotta learn songs, you gotta play songs that people like. It just becomes an ordeal. So they only have so much energy. And then only certain types of people want to hear certain types, well, certain moods of music. You know, because people are fickle and they like different types of music on different types of days. So you have to learn songs, play songs that they like in the location where the people are to score points. That's it. It's got, yeah, you're a band. Being in a band is crazy. Having a game that simulates a band equally has crazy theme and gets crazy. So that's enough talking about it. I derailed a little bit there, but you watch this channel, you know what happens. So that's enough talking about it. Let's go down to the table. Check it out. All right, so here's a game of Big Easy Busking, all set up for 2 players. Let's go over setup pretty quickly because there's not a ton here. You're going to give each player a player color with 11 cubes. 4 of the cubes are going to go on each of the 3 musicians. You're going to have 3 left over in your reserve. Each player is going to get 3 $1 tokens and 3 songs with separate moods that the song can work in that you know to go with your color. So that player has the same thing. And you're also going to have a turnover card, or a turn order card that does turnover. So that, I mean, that's not wrong, I guess. Then you're going to form Royal Street here with some random crowd cards. We have 3 in the first round, there'll be 4 in the second round, 5 in the third round. This is a 3-round game. Then you're going to flip those out to form the street, and you're going to give each one a random mood that the people want to hear. The fleur-de-lis is wild. Everything else has to be that specific genre unless you have a wild card song that you know. You're going to create 3 standards. One of them is going to have an ability that you can learn. But when you learn those, instead of staying in your hand, they come back because everybody has access to standards. That's why they're standards. Then you're going to have 3 hit songs in the market row that you can also learn that will become your cards in, you know, that only you can play in the game. You'll have some leftover mood tokens that are going to come into play later. All right, so the way this game works, it takes place over 3 different phases, or 3 different things you can do in your turn. And when everybody passes, that's going to signify the end of the round. We'll pay out the crowd and all that kind of thing. And we'll score some points. The person who has the most money at the end of the game is the winner. So let's say what you can do on your turn. First thing you would do if you had a song out here on one of the crowds, you would finish it. We're not there, so I'll get into that later. Then what you can do is you can tip a musician. We could do that right now. So that takes 1 coin to bring in an extra cube to any musician that you want. So because I don't know what kind of musicians I'm going to be needing here, I'm not going to do that yet. Because maybe I need a lot more saxophone player or trumpet player, or not a lot of drums. So I'll just wait for that. Next thing we're going to be able to do right now is we're going to perform an action. We have 3 choices. We can learn a song, either from standards or hit songs. We can play a song, meaning we take the energy from the appropriate musicians, put it on the card accordingly to this. So it'd be 1 sax, 1 trumpet, 1 drummer, and then slide it out to a crowd that wants to play that style of music, or the wild in this case. Third thing you can do is pass. That's the end of your turn. When you pass, you'll flip over your card so everybody knows you passed, and then you're done for the round. So let's go ahead and take an action. Let's play a song, because that seems like the thing to do. So I'm going to play this song here. When you play a song, you're going to take it, load it up with cubes. So I need 2 drums and 2 trumpet. Then you're going to slide it to a crowd that wants that mood, or a wild mood, because they'll take anything. And then that's the turn. So that's what I did. Now this player, they're going to learn a song, because I want you to see how that works. So to learn a song, you have to spend 1 energy from every musician, because that's how you learn stuff. You have to spend time watching YouTube in today's age. And then they're going to learn this one because it's a wild, and that always goes over well because it can be played anywhere, but it costs a lot of energy because everybody likes it. And that's their turn. Now, because this player has a song out, they have a couple things they can do. Because their mood, though they're going to finish the song, so that's what they're going to do. Because their mood matches the mood of the crowd, they have a couple options. They can put all their cubes on the crowd, or this card, and take $1. Whoever has the most at the end of the round will get $5. Plus, if you have at least 2 cubes, you're going to get an extra $2. Okay, so then they did that, they could take $1. Or what they could do is they could put 2 cubes here because it's matched the mood. Bring the rest of them back to distribute across musicians however they see fit, which I think is what they're going to do. But when you do that, you don't get $1. Then this card comes back. It'll go face down because you've already played it. And that's performing. Now they actually still get to do an action. So they're going to, I don't know, let's just keep playing. So let's do this one. We're going to do 2 saxophone and 2 trumpet. No drummer on this one. So they're going to play that song. All right. Genres match, so they're good to go. Then this player's turn. They're going to play the song they just learned. Why not? Let's throw it down here on the wild. And that one doesn't pay out a lot. Let's throw it here. So they're going to do 2 sax, 2 drums, and 1 trumpet. They're going to need to tip some people on the next turn. So that's what they did right there. All right. Back to the yellow. So they have to play this song. Same thing. I only need 2 cubes here, so I'll put. Ooh, they're going to put a pot. I'm just going to put all 4 of them there. Bring this back down. Because I matched moods, I get $1 because I put all 4 cubes up there. Now I get to take another action. I'm going to tip my saxophone player or my trumpet player, so he's going to get another cube. And then I'm going to learn a song. And when this one was learned, a new one should have come out. I'm going to learn a standard just because I want to show you that as well. So I'm going to take this standard. It takes 1 musician or 1 energy from each musician. Plus, you see the 1 here. It can either be $1 or another energy cube. So I'm just going to go ahead and spend $1. And then this comes down, and now I have access to play this song. All right, and that was my turn. This player, same thing. They're going to bring all these cubes up here, take $1 because they match the genre because they had a wild card. So they get $1. This comes down. And then they're going to play, they're going to tip. They're going to tip 3 musicians. So they're going to bring 3 energy cubes back. And then they're going to put those. I need drums. So let's do here, here. And we'll go ahead and go to the drummer here. No, we'll go to trumpet. All right, so I'm going to play this song at the mask, which has to go here. So that'll be 2 of these, 2 drums, and that is my turn. All right, so back to this player. Let's go ahead and perform the standard. Do I have everything that I need? I need to do a tip because I have to tip my trumpet player. So this one will come up here. We'll do 1 sax, 2 trumpet, and that was the turn. This player's going to finish. They met the criteria here. They're going to go ahead and throw 2 of the, there's throw them all here. They'll take $1. This one comes back down. Then it's their turn. They need to tip a musician because they want to put on another song. So they're going to tip their saxophone player. Or the drummer, I mean. Then they're going to play this song at the heart, which takes 3 drums and 3 trumpets and a drum, which is all their cubes, and that is their turn. All right, now back to me. I'm going to play the standard. So I come up here. I'll put all the cubes because I want to win this area control battle. This card, because it has a special ability, I get to do that now. So I may learn a song without spending any energy as a free action. So let's learn this one. So I'm going to learn this one. And then this card goes back. And now, for the rest of this round, if anybody wants to learn this, it costs them 2 extra cubes. But because I had matched genre, I get $1. Now I can take another turn. Can I play any of these? Let's play 1 tip to bring this guy. And we're going to bring this one out. We're going to play this newly learned song. And 1 drum and 1 trumpet. Done. All right. Back to black. They're going to play this song. They're going to drop all the cubes up here because they want to win. So they get a buck. And then this comes back down. They don't have enough cubes to play anything else. So they're going to pass. So when you pass, you just take your card and you flip it over. And they're done for the round. Now it's back to yellow. They're going to play this song. They'll just put one cube up. They'll do them all. That's fine. They get a buck. This song comes back. And they could play this one. So let's do it. So they're going to tip the saxophone and the trumpet for 2. So saxophone, trumpet, all 3 of these guys are going to play a song. And they're going to go over here. All right. Then because this player's done, they're just going to keep playing. So they'll bring, they're not going to win. So they'll just put all the cubes up there because they can't do anything with 2 cubes anyway. So they're done. And now they pass. All right. So now let's talk about how the different locations score. All right. So now the crowds are going to pay out. So we'll start with this one. And you just basically a little area control thing here. So black has 4. So they're going to get the majority payout, which is 5. Then, because whoever has 2 cubes here, which both players do, are each going to get $2. So yellow gets 2. Black gets 2. And that's the end of that one. Take your cubes back. And whoever wins the location gets these mood tokens. They're only a second tiebreaker at the end of the game. They don't really serve any other purpose but that, but could come in handy. And then the location is gone. Same thing here. Yellow has a pile of cubes, so they're going to win this one. So they have 2 cubes, so they get a buck. Plus 4, so they'll get $5. Black will only get a buck because they didn't win. So yellow will get this token, take all their cubes back. Black will take their cubes back. This location's gone. All right, then we'll do this one. Black is going to win this, so they get $2. Plus they have more than 2, so they get $3. Let's just give them a 5 and take a 2. All right, and they're also going to win this. And then yellow has more than 2, so they get a coin. Take your cubes back. And done. All right. So now to set up for another round, I'll go ahead and do that. You're going to flip your cards. Put 4 cubes on each musician, just like at the beginning. All right, so we did that, and then have that. Have 3 left over. You'll flip over all the songs that you know. So it will look like this. This player will do the same. So 4, 4, 4, 3 left. Flip over all the songs. Okay, there's that. All right, then you're going to refill the road to 4 locations this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Put random moods on them. Oh, wow, a lot of masks. All right. Then we're going to flip any of these tokens that are on a 2 back to a 1, and you're ready to play. And you're going to keep going like that through round 2 with 4 cards, and then round 5, or round 3 with 5 cards. And then at the end of round 5, whoever has the most points is the winner. If there's a tie, it's whoever has the most song cards. If there's still a tie, whoever has the most tokens. That's how you play Big Easy Busking. Let's go up the top, see what you think about it. All right, well, that was Big Easy Busking. And man, I have a hard time saying that. I don't know what it is. Big Easy Busking. I think busking is just a weird word that I don't normally say. So man, I'm struggling. But this, this game is a really cool area control game at its heart, which you saw in the overview. You're trying to go to locations, have more cubes than other players. So let's talk about the art, because I like the art. But I'm not sure if everybody's going to like the art because it's bright. So you saw some on the video. These locations are just super bright and, you know, loud. I'm not from New Orleans. I don't know anything about New Orleans really, other than Cajun food is awesome and I like some jerk stuff, but that's really all I know. And it's in Louisiana. I know that too. But this art, I don't know if that's indicative of New Orleans or not, but I like it. I think the colors are cool. It's nice seeing a game that just has, you know, some different colors, the color palettes. Not the normal tans and browns and, you know, those normal farming colors. All the bands are the same, which I feel like is, you know, it would have been cool if everybody had different band members, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. It's just there so you can store stuff on. But I think the art is cool. They look like they're having a great time playing the music. They look like they're, a bar swing jazz band or whatever, they would do. So I like that. And it has cubes. Not part of the art, but I do love me some cubes. So yeah, that's the art. Production's good. The cards are nice. You're not really doing a lot with them, so they're not going to get a ton of handling. The box is real thick. Has the same kind of, artwork as on these cards. Actually, it's a different band there. So a different band here as opposed to, the cards here, which is cool. I have no complaints about the production at all. The rule book is fairly clear. I struggled a little bit with it just because I felt like the way some of the things were worded, it made it more confusing in my opinion. But once you play through a round or you play through a couple turns, it all makes sense. So it's not really that big a deal. There's a quick start guide on the back if you're looking for an easy way to set up. You don't have to flip through the, page, past 2 pages, you can just flip it over and do that thing. So all that's good. Now let's talk about the gameplay. So this was an area control game, like I already said, and like I showed you. And what you're trying to do, the way that you're using the area control is really interesting. So you have to have energy on your musicians. So they got to be willing to play the songs. They can't be tired from the gig the night before. And then you're going to take the song with a certain type of mood and play it hopefully for a crowd that wants that type of mood. You don't have to, but if the moods don't match, you're going to get less benefit from doing that. So if you have the party beads, you want to go to a location that wants party bead music. That's just the best way to take the action and to make it more beneficial when you go there. Then you're going to play the song. Some of your musician cubes are going to just go away and they're going to stay on the location for area control. But some of them you could decide to bring them back and get your musicians ready for the gig tomorrow. So you're kind of doing that. You're tipping your musicians so you can get more energy cubes. Because believe me, I'm in a band right now. When we get tips, we want to play harder. We want to play longer because we make more money. So that's kind of what that simulates, and that's cool. I dig it. So I'm a huge fan of games that are about music and being in a band, because I've been playing in bands for about 20 years, and it's just something that I enjoy, and I like board games. So when they come together, that's awesome to me. So this game is really cool. I'm not a huge fan of area control, but the way this one does it doesn't feel as punishing as a lot of the other ones, so I dig it. And it just looks awesome on the table, and the theme just really amps it up. So I'm going to give this a BGM accepted seal. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 3.5 out of 5 on an arbitrary wrench scale. That means absolutely nothing, but we like to give it the games that we enjoy, so that's what I'm going to do. So that was Big Easy Busking. I took time to pronounce it. From Weird Giraffe Games, I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and as always, keep gaming.